So just to break it down, so we got the kick, it's playing like a broken beat. Then your synth, with your standard offbeat synth, and then string one note throughout the whole song. Then your clap, this is the first part of the groove that we added. Then next up is the tom. So there's obviously this note right here. I turn the volume quite low. It sort of adds like this little delay effect to it. Then you have your normal clap that's just playing two notes throughout the drop section. Then you whistle. So what I did on this is what I normally like to do with my whistle samples. I added the kilohertz trance gate to it, and with that, so basically you can do the same thing inside of Growspeed, but I like using this plugin because there's a lot more flexibility to it, personally speaking. So when you open it, it will, let me just reopen this, so it'll look like this. So all I've done is just added an extra note there. That's it. So if I delete this, and then as you can see there, so it adds this rhythmic feel, because without it it's like that. So now that's it. Then your log drum, that's that pattern. I just kept it simple. It's basically two notes, and then the vocal, which I've chopped up, and all that I added to the vocal is on the vocal I added, like I mentioned, the reverb, which is the default reverb preset when you load up Fruity Reverb 2, and just changing the mix. That's it, the mix level. For the delay, this is an acapella preset that I have, and I also just changed the mix level. That's it. Then this is what's doing most of the work, is Growspeed. On the quarter note gate, with the volume at 90%, I did change it after because I initially had it at 80, but I changed it to 90. So this is it without, and this is it with. It adds a nice stutter to it. So then this fruity balance is just for volume automation right here. That's it. Then we move on to the crash, which is a crash that I mentioned I love using a lot. Next up is my signature drum fill, which you've heard in all of my songs. You hear this, well, more so Gqom and Amapiano stuff. Then is this bass slide that I've added on just in the drop section after every 8 bars. And how do you get that effect? Once again, Growspeed on the same quarter note gate, because without it with it. That's how you do that. And then with the Vox, I just have one. Normally you'll have it like playing on every offbeat, but I just have it playing on the first offbeat. And then my tag at the end. So this is what the song sounds like. Oh, and I will get to the mastering on what I did on the mastering after I just let it play through. And then okay, you know what, I'll get into the mastering now. So on the master channel I have Maximus on the clear RMS preset, so without, with, and next up is the solid bus compressor from Native Instruments with the mix bus parallel preset. So doing some parallel compression here, and yeah, you know, I without it, with it. So that's it. That's all that I have on the master. Maybe in Maximus I can just turn the post gain up, and then with the saturation we can turn the ceiling up a little bit, so to where the post gain line is, turn it up there. Okay, let me actually, so like that. And then the threshold, that's a bit too extreme, so maybe like, what's this at, 56%. So yeah, like that. And then when the vocal comes in,
It's a DJMattz exclusive.